What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with another episode of the Madden 23 Cupcake Relocation Franchise. So, still riding high off of that Week 15 victory against, that's right, the Kansas City Chiefs. I still can't believe that we beat Patrick Mahomes in a shootout. 34-31 was your score. That was a back and forth game, and let's be honest, that's the best our crappy, terrible team has looked really all season. If you're new to this channel or if this is your first time here, this is a Cupcake Relocation Franchise. So it's similar to what you used to be able to do in the old school Maddens, like Madden 06, Madden 07, Madden 08, when they had the create a team feature and you could choose to play as a cupcake roster, which would just pretty much give you terrible, sorry players across the board. We pretty much emulated that here. We took the Houston Texans, who were already the worst team in Madden, and we completely stripped their roster. We cut everybody, and we signed free agents who were even worse than the pre-existing Houston Texans. So our team sucks. If you look at our 4-10 record, that is why. I'm not that terrible of a Madden player. I don't think that leaves much to be desired, but it's also a relocation franchise. So at the end of this season, which, as we can see, is only 4 weeks away, 3 weeks away, we are going to be relocating to a new city, new team name, new team uniforms. If you've been watching the series, you know where we're going. If you haven't watched the series, if this is your first time, go back and watch the other 15 episodes and you'll find out who we're going to be moving to. So yeah, we take on the Tennessee Titans, our AFC division foe, who actually have a worse record than us now. How about that? The Titans are 3-11 after last week. We're 4-10. So we no longer have the worst record in our division or in the league for that matter. So we made a few changes last week that I really think helped to contribute to our W. We benched Isaiah Wilson, our right tackle, who was just terrible. We found out that he'd allowed 21 sacks already this year, and we moved Senio Kelemete, who was a right guard. We moved him to the right tackle position, and guess what? We did not get sacked a singular time last week. How about that? It was crazy. We also switched to Minnesota's playbook on defense because we are a base 3-4 defense. I was using Seattle's playbook because I like Seattle's playbook for offense. I was using them for defense as well. They didn't have any base 3-4 sets, so we switched to Minnesota's playbook, who has more 3-4 sets, and we get to keep the 4-3. Our defense didn't really ball out, but I think I noticed a couple things that I liked better. So those were the changes that we made last week. We'll see if any of that carries over into this week here. So you may remember we have already squared off against the Titans in week 8. It was a blowout loss, 48-24. I remember that game well. Ryan Tannehill was slinging the ball, almost had a perfect quarterback rating.
Yes.
315 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns. Cam Newton played okay. He went 2-2. 322 yards through the air, but Derrick Henry, King Henry himself, had 126 yards on the ground, and he also found pay dirt twice. So it was a rough game. Hopefully looking for a different outcome this week. There's a couple things that I want to take care of before we dive into this Tennessee game. We do have 40 staff points now after we met our goals surprisingly last week. So I do want to purchase the talent after school tutoring because the off season is right around the corner and we're going to be getting some rookies and some free agents. So I want to have those additional focus player spots open so we can add some of our new players into those focuses. So we just went ahead and got that. So that's going to help out. There's a couple minor contracts that I also want to square up. Nothing too serious, but we have Derek Rivers, our left end, who hasn't played this year at all. He's been hurt. And then we have Kevin Pierre-Louis, the left outside linebacker, who also hasn't played this year at all. He's been hurt as well. I want to keep these guys around for depth. They're, older players, veterans, but they're decent overall, 69 and a 68. We can get them on pretty cheap contracts. And as of right now, Derek Rivers would be our highest rated left end, if we had him playing right now. So he has no interest in joining our team, but He is only asking for 1 year, $3.16 million. So I am going to just try to give him maybe 2 years, $4 million. I know that that's overpaying a bit, but Cupcake McGee, who is our owner, GM, brand new to the city of Houston, coming in and taking this team away. He's got stacks on deck. He's got Patron on ice, and he's looking to bring in some free agents who are nice. He's got money to blow. So let's just see if we can get Derek Rivers on a 2-year, $8.4 million contract. He should take it. If he doesn't, I wouldn't really care. He did take it, so that's good. So we got somebody in there for depth. I realize I probably overpaid for him, but it's only 2 years. You know, if he doesn't want to re-sign after next year, then all right, bye. See ya. Deuces. Kevin Pierre-Louis, he's a little bit older, a little bit less rated overall player. He only wants 1 year, $2.2 million. He has moderate interest in joining our team, so I'll give him 1 year, $2.5 million. If he don't take it, I'm not that bent out of shape about it, and he does. Very good. So we got Kevin Pierre-Louis, so that is good as well. I don't think anybody else on here I'm really too interested in bringing back. Brett Hundley had a couple good games. We threw him into the quarterback rotation a few times. I guess it would be nice to have him. I want to have 3 quarterbacks. You know, we're going to have Cam Newton for at least another year. We're probably going to draft a quarterback, or at least we're definitely going to at least draft a quarterback or pick one up in free agency. So I do want 3 quarterbacks, but Brett Hundley does want $2.4 million. He has no interest in joining the team. I'll give him what his expected value is, which is $2.8 million. And if he turns this down,
okay.
Nope, he doesn't. So we got Brett back too. Let's go ahead and get right into the weekly strategy here. The defensive focus is, of course, going to be to try to attempt to stop Derrick Henry. Titans are number 4 in the league in rush yards. Derrick Henry is 2nd in the league in total rushing yards. So he's going to be a problem. We know that. He tore us up last game. I think we're going to bring it down to half pads, starters as well, because I don't want to get anybody injured. Hey, we haven't won 2 games back-to-back in a row yet this whole season. I want to try to do that for the first time today. So looking at the Titans defense, Titans team is not really that good. On paper, they're a beatable team. They don't really have that many good players. They have Jeffrey Simmons, who's great. They have Kevin Byard. Of course, they have Derrick Henry. But aside from that, they have an aging Ryan Tannehill. They have aging wide receivers, Robert Woods, and they brought on T.Y. Hilton. Some of their rookies and their younger players are hurt and they're not playing, and their secondary is not that good. Their offensive line's not that good. So they're a beatable team. So as far as our offensive focus, I think that after the game that we had last week with Alex Collins, who, yes, he played because Tony Pollard got injured. This week we will have Pollard back. I think that we are going to try to put the big emphasis on running the ball. So we'll go ahead and make that our focus here. And we did get the additional focus. So let's go ahead and add somebody into there. I will add Tony Pollard. Why not? He's still fairly young, 25, star development player. He probably will be our running back, at least for the foreseeable future. So let's get him in there. And hopefully we can just come out of this practice, out of this training week with no injuries, go into the Tennessee game at full strength. That would be lovely. Looks like on offense, everybody looks to be healthy. So that is a plus. And on defense, let's see what we got here. Everyone's healthy so far. Looks like we are not going to have any injuries. So very good. Last time we saw Tennessee, they came into NRG Stadium and just absolutely embarrassed us. This time we traveled to Nissan Stadium in Nashville to take on the Titans. I sure hope it's a different outcome than the last time we faced them. I want to win 2 games in a row, guys. We haven't done that so far. If you're new to the channel and you like this concept, this is your first time here, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe. We're going to be doing this thing. We're already 15 episodes deep. This is our 16th episode, and we're going to be running strong on this at least until Madden 24 comes out, and probably even after that. So hit that subscribe button, join the squad, join this Cupcake Relocation Franchise journey. And without further ado, let's get down to Nissan Stadium and check out the game. All right, so we're going to get the ball to start first here. Chase McLaughlin going to boot this thing away. JoJo Natson back deep to receive it. He's going to bring it out. Got some speed, looking for blockers. They won't develop, and not really a good gain, only to the 23. So here comes Cam Newton. Should be fired up after a tremendous win against Kansas City last week. I'm sure anybody who played the spread and anybody who took the bet for the over-under probably lost out on some hefty dollars because we put up some points and so did the Chiefs. So let's see if we can do that again. I know we can. Don't know if we will, but we're going to try our darndest. So let's go ahead and get things started here. We're going to start out in the shotgun tight formation. Cam Newton going to be in the backfield with Tony Pollard, who is back this week. Going to drop back, and there's Ricky Seals-Jones. Couldn't hang on. It was an early breakup by former Texan Desmond King, who we actually cut in episode 1. So I'm sure that he will be looking for some revenge after we kicked my man to the curb there. So 2nd and 10 now. We're going to stay in the shotgun, working off of a bunch to our right. Going to also have Pollard block for us. Extra blockers is always nice. And we see Sanu getting slightly open, but that ball's batted down. Again, it's Desmond King. Desmond King getting his hand on the ball early and often in this one, it would appear. All right, so want to try to avoid going 3 and out on our opening drive. That was one of our keys to victory last week against KC. Our first drive of the game, we were able to move that down the field with relative ease. So I actually like Sanu wide open in the middle of the field. Good catch. Hang on to that ball, Sanu. Kevin Byard wraps him up and brings him down, but not before Mohamed Sanu gashed the Tennessee defense for 22 yards. Love to see that on the big 3rd down. Did not want to get our offense off the field that early. Nobody was guarding Sanu in the middle there. He broke to the middle right away at the beginning of his route. We hit him quickly. We led him to the right to stay away from Kevin Byard, and that was a really good pickup. So that is great to see. You love when we can convert those tough 3rd downs and keep these drives alive. So we're almost at midfield now. Ball's on the 45-yard line. See if we can work out to the outside with Pollard. Nope, not going to have a block there. Tyrell Crosby couldn't hold his block. And again, it's Desmond King. I think I'm going to bring Westbrook, D.D. Westbrook, over. No, I can't. Not in this formation. That's right. But I do like Sanu. No, I should have held on to it for a split second longer. Sanu was probably going to get open on that zig route. I saw him breaking away, and I just threw it too soon. I think we had a little bit of time. Should have let the route develop a bit more, but that's okay. So another big 3rd down. So can we convert 2 in a row? I really hope that we can. I kind of like Bobo Wilson. Just going to lob it up for him. Not a great decision, and that ball is going to be intercepted by Kevin Byard. That was not a good throw on my part. I saw Bobo Wilson get open for a split second, but that was a lob pass. You don't want to do that when you have 2 deep safeties in coverage. I thought Bobo Wilson might be one-on-one, but at the same time, I also saw Kevin Byard back there too, so it just wasn't a good decision.
Oh, I wish that you hadn't pulled the trigger. Shut me down with my baby heart.
So now, what is Tennessee going to do? Are they going to be pass heavy like they were last game, or are they going to rely on Derrick Henry more? This time, what is my man Jordan Evans doing? That could have been an easy interception. Pass completed to Robert Woods, but I switched on to Jordan Evans. Ryan Tannehill virtually threw the ball to him, almost as if Evans was running a curl route or something.
Bruh.
And he just didn't make a play on the ball. I mean, check this out. Jordan Evans, look at where he's at. I guess he was turned around. Maybe you could make the argument that he didn't see it, but I mean, my man is looking directly at the ball. I mean, there's no excuse other than you're just not good, Jordan Evans, and just doesn't even make a play on the ball. 2nd and 3 now. This time Tannehill going to elect to come out single back with Derrick Henry behind him, and it will be a give to Henry, as one might expect. Shaken tacklers. We weren't able to bring him down in the backfield. Derrick Henry picks up 10. Got to figure it's going to be a healthy dose of Derrick Henry here. Although Tannehill is dropping back to pass, and that is going to be Jeff Swaim. Not sure what Jeremiah Adeocho is doing. What are our defenders doing to start this game out? Jeremiah Adeocho had a clean shot on him as well, and he just kind of animated. Not the start that one would hope for. Tannehill and his boys are into our territory now. Past midfield. Tannehill going to drop back and almost sack, but he does just throw this away in the direction of Austin Hooper. Now Tannehill going to work out of the I formation, it would appear. Probably going to be another give to Henry, which it will. There's Derrick Henry. Very difficult to bring him down on first contact and second for that matter, and he is going to take it all the way to the house. Derrick Henry is just good, man. Derrick Henry is just that guy. Derrick Henry is him. We had 2 chances to bring him down. He slips contact once, slips contact twice. Landon Collins wasn't able to bring him down. Quincy Roche was trailing him, trying his best to turn on the Jets, but when you're Derrick Henry and you're built in a lab like he is, you're just too big, you're just too strong, and you're just too fast. And we're just too terrible. Not an ideal start to this game. That is for sure. JoJo Natson picking up decent yardage. Does bring it past the 30-yard line. But not an ideal start. Interception on the first drive. Don't look at the playoff picture, guys. Close your eyes. We're not in it. Newsflash, if you didn't know. We're 4-10. So we are not in the hunt at all. So let's go back to Pollard here. Don't want to go away from him. Pollard shifting, trying to find holes, trying to find open spaces. Wasn't able to do so because Jeffrey Simmons brought us down right away after a pickup of only 2. So now it is going to be 2nd and 8. My screen is shaking and my controller is vibrating, so that's no fun. We're going to drop back to pass here, and I kind of like Ricky Seals-Jones. That really wasn't the best decision. It was actually probably one of the worst decisions, because now it's 3rd and 7, and Tennessee's defense already in a obvious passing situation, so you got to figure those guys are just going to pin their ears back and try to get after us. Let's go pick this up, though. I know we can. Ricky Seals-Jones. Nope, almost interception number 2. Yeah, so Cam Newton starting out 2 for 7. Don't like to see that. That was a terrible punt as well from Johnny Townsend. Doesn't end up being as bad as I thought it would be, though. And we're just going to shove Desmond King out of bounds. So not the start that we had last week in KC. Far from it, as we have gone 3 and out on one drive. We threw an interception the first drive. And Derrick Henry just shat on us. Titans first drive. So there you go. Not the ideal start to the game. It's going to be a give to Henry again. So now it's 3rd and 3. I think that it's going to be a run to Henry. So we're going to just kind of send a blitz at him, send the house at him. It is going to be a run to Henry. And he, of course, is just going to shed any tackle that comes his way. Why are you doing that? Henry, 5 rushes for 110 yards. Man. Come on, man. 5 rushes for 110 yards? We still got 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ah, man, if you're new to this channel, go back and watch the Browns game. Nick Chubb set the single game rushing record on us. Oh, yes. I'm not making that up. Derrick Henry might break it here today because nobody can get to him, and it takes 5 attempts to bring him down. I can say this because he's a fictional Madden player. Will somebody just injure him? I think that Cupcake McGee will give somebody a healthy Christmas bonus if Derrick Henry can exit the field with the injury. I mean, he's just trucking everybody aside right now. I know you guys see that. He is just trucking everybody aside, doing whatever the heck he wants to. He is a little bit gassed here, though.
Yes.
Looking like he's a little bit short of breath. I'm sure it won't matter. Got to figure this will be a run to him too. It will, and now we're finally able to wrap him up for a loss of 1, and that should get him out of the zone. Janoris Jackrabbit Jenkins was in there to bring him down. Now, obvious passing down for Ryan Tannehill and his troops here. So we've got a chance to get them off the field, and Tannehill will throw it away. Had a little bit of pressure, so that is not terrible. I don't like the fact that Derrick Henry is already at 120 yards. That makes me sick to my stomach, so I may need to pause and take some bathroom breaks, but I am content with the fact that they had to bring out Chase McLaughlin for a field goal. Wasn't a great quarter, but things are starting to pick up a bit here. So that is good. Got to keep this thing moving. We're almost at midfield here. We're going to come back in single back formation. And I just like Ricky Seals-Jones on the flat. Right now, I'm content to pick up 5-6 yards. I don't want to try to take any deep home run shots because we see what happened on the first possession. We threw it right into the hands of Kevin Byard. And we don't want to do that. We want to avoid doing that. So I'm good with little dink and dunk type of plays. There's Chase Allen, our rookie from Iowa State. Picking up 10, moving the chains, bringing this thing all the way down to the 35. So I like this drive a lot better, guys. A lot better indeed. I'm sure you guys do too. We're on the outskirts of Justin Rohrwasser field goal range. And Pollard, can he get to the second level? He cannot. But again, that's a pickup of 6. And I'm content with that. I can live with that. 4, 5, 6-yard conversions. We'll just inch our way closer to the end zone here. Hopefully come away with some points. This time we're going to work out of the shotgun. 2 receivers and our tight end Seals-Jones to our right. And I actually like Seals-Jones. If we can fit it in there, that was a good pass lead. We had to lead him way to the right because we had the defender right there. But Cam was able to fit that into a tight window. And we're able to pick up 9. So fresh set of downs here. We're going to come out trips bunch to the right. And I like Sanu in the middle there. Good catch. Sanu getting very close to first down yardage. He'll pick up 9. And I think that we're going to go back to Alex Collins here. Or not go back to him. We're going to go to him for the first time today. As I mentioned last episode, Tony Pollard was injured, so Alex Collins stepped up, and he had a great game. He had 122 yards on the ground, I want to say. He also found the end zone twice. There's Collins again, not able to get anything there. 3rd and inches. So now I will put all my faith and trust into Tony Pollard. Let's send D.D. Westbrook in motion. Maybe just try to fool him a little bit. No, we can't. Can't fool a computer anyways, CJ. It's artificial intelligence, but nonetheless, Tony Pollard does move the chains. I am content to control this time of possession. If Tennessee's offense is not on the field, they can't score. That is going to be me and Lovie Smith's strategy today. Here's Alex Collins looking for blocks. Thought I had him for a moment there. We did not, but we were able to pick up 5, so it's still decent gain there. Now 2nd and 5, I'm going to be looking for some slants in the middle, but if Pollard is left uncovered, we might go to him too. We're going to go to him, but it's not going to result in a good play. Probably going to be a loss. It's going to be a loss of 1. I think I had Bobo Wilson Jr. open there. But I was just kind of scared to throw it his way. I'll be honest. Anytime that you get a pick in the first quarter, makes you a little bit more hesitant to throw those darts. Probably could have had D.D. Westbrook, though. But nonetheless, 3rd and 7. Let's just pick this up. There's D.D. Westbrook. Look at that with the adjustment. D.D. Westbrook. Cam kind of threw that thing off target. It was way in front of Westbrook, but I did have to do that because we had the middle linebacker, David Long, right there. And didn't want to get picked, so I just kind of threw it over his head. D.D. Meek Mill Westbrook makes the nice adjustment, and just like that, we are on the scoreboard, guys. So 10-7, not out of this thing at all. It's only a 3-point game, but we have to have another drive like we had last drive. We got to do something about Derrick Henry because he is just walking all over our sorry defensive line and getting to the second level on our sorry secondary. We got to find a way to stop him or slow him down or injure him. Cupcake McGee told me he's got a bonus check waiting in someone's locker. If made up, calm down now, if made up, artificial, computer-generated Derrick Henry gets injured. So Tannehill going to come out I formation here. Probably going to be a give to Henry, which of course, no, it's a play fake. Quincy Roche tried to get in there, and it's going to be a pick from Troy Pride. Troy Pride Jr. took his cookies on that play. Troy Pride upgraded to star development several episodes ago. He had a breakout DB scenario. We had Quincy Roche coming in there hot, and Troy Pride, it was a bad throw from Tannehill, but Troy Pride just put his hand in the cookie jar, stole Tannehill's cookies, and just like that, we got the ball back.
Wow.
Cam Newton went 6 for 6 on his last drive, so that is lovely to see. Now we got the ball on the 42-yard line in a great situation. So Tannehill just gave us a gift-wrapped Christmas present. Now the question is, what can we do with that? I'm actually going to audible. I like Pollard on a run better. I don't like the amount of DBs I see out there with the passing play I called, but it's only going to be a pickup of 2, but that's okay. A pickup of 2 is better than an interception. Remember that. Now, I am going to put Sanu on an out route, I think. I kind of want to streak him, but I'm not sure what Kevin Byard is going to do back there. But nope, we'll give it to Bobo Wilson, our MVP, number 82, able to pick up 6 on the play. Got to go pick this thing up. Pollard looking to get there. He does juke back at the last second. That was close. That was very close. He almost got swallowed up there by Rashad Weaver, 2-year player from Pitt. He was right there. Luckily, we juked at the very last second, cut that thing back inside. Very close to the 2-minute warning here. We're going to come out in the I formation again. It's going to be a play fake, though, and we have pressure coming at us hot and heavy. Couldn't escape it. Oh, man, I saw Monty Rice coming at us there. I saw it. I saw him shed his block instantly. By the time I turned around, I tried to press triangle, but we were just wrapped into the tackle and couldn't do anything about it. We're moving in the wrong direction, guys. We got this ball off the interception on, I think it was like the 34, I want to say. Now we're back at the 42, getting close to midfield, and we started past midfield, so that's never a good thing. So got to do something about that. D.D. Westbrook, give me him. Yes, over the shoulder throw, able to pick up exactly 21, maybe 22. We had just a split second longer than we had back when we had Isaiah Wilson. That's Senio Clemente, number 66, holding his block extremely well. And we just threw that thing over the shoulder of David Long. I mean, if you have D.D. Westbrook, a pretty decent receiver, one-on-one with a linebacker, you figure D.D. Westbrook should be able to win that battle every single time. And he just won it there. So I think that we are again going to audible to Pollard here. I like the inside zone better than the play call that I had drawn up. So we'll go ahead and give it to him. And Pollard has some blocks, trying to cut that thing back into the middle of the field, but he is going to be wrapped up there. That's all right, though. I want to also tick this clock down because Tennessee will be getting the ball back after halftime, so I don't want to leave them enough time to score and then potentially double dip and score again after halftime. So I am actually content taking this clock down as far as we can. Gonna give it to Pollard on a draw. Can he get blocks to hold for long enough? He cannot. 37 seconds now. Gotta kind of pick the pace up a bit. Not sure if I like what I called here either, but we're gonna stick with it. Got to now. We're in the shotgun. There's Bobo. Can he? Oh, man. We had him there for a split second. Desmond King playing some really good football in this game. He's gotten his hands on numerous passes so far. Now it's 2nd and goal. 13 seconds left here. Got to be smart with the football. And I kind of like Westbrook. D.D. Westbrook, have a game, my friend. D.D. Westbrook catching these passes, these over-the-shoulder passes. Or no, was that Sanu? No, that wasn't Sanu. Sanu's diving into the crowd. But I believe that was D.D. Westbrook. I don't think that was Sanu that caught that. Could have been, I guess. We'll double check. But if that was D.D. Westbrook like I presume it was, yeah, that wasn't Sanu. Another over-the-shoulder throw. We've thrown about 3 balls. I'm trying to get better with that pass lead, that free-form completion. I'd say we're doing a pretty darn good job of it this game, right, guys? So after a just absolutely abysmal first quarter, both defensively and offensively, we find ourselves going into the locker room with a 4-point lead. That kind of just happened. I got to be honest, I'm not even sure if that's set in yet. That kind of just happened in the blink of an eye. It looked like this game was going to be out of our hands very early, especially when we saw Derrick Henry pass the century mark in the first quarter. But no, it's 14-10 and we're on top. And don't look now, but we're actually playing pretty good. I think we're going to keep the same focuses that we set going in. Actually, we'll go ahead and change. We initially defended the inside run against Derrick Henry. Those big gains that we saw him get, those were outside runs. So we'll go ahead and switch it. Derrick Henry, kind of like a two-headed dragon, though. Doesn't matter. He can run inside. He can run outside. He's got the power. He's got the speed. He's got everything. He's got the sauce, right? So now, can we keep this momentum going that Troy Pride, our highest rated overall corner, no, our second highest, Janoris Jenkins is our highest, but can we continue to ride this momentum that Troy Pride helped us get with that interception? We're going to try. We are going to try our darndest. I can promise you that, guys. Going to be a give to Henry, and he has tons of space. Troy Pride going to shove him out, but that'll put Henry at $150. So picking up where he left off at in that first quarter. Henry is just very tough to defend. I feel like we've played the best 2 running backs in Madden these last 3 or 4 weeks. We played Nick Chubb a few weeks ago. He broke the record. He put up 298 on us. Go watch that episode if you want a doozy, because that one sure was a doozy. There's Henry. Henry looking like he might break that record today. So we'll just try to wrap him up safe and soundly and securely. And I could have sworn I put my defense focus as defend the outside run. All Henry's doing is running to the outside. Now he's almost at 200. Highly, highly frustrating.
All Henry's doing is...
Titans offensive line, may I note, if possible, Titans offensive line kind of sucks in this game too. So it's not because their offensive line is just amazing at holding blocks. Henry is just doing whatever the heck he wants to. Titans take the lead again. That is frustrating indeed. So now we got our hands full, guys. We can't rest on our laurels here. We have to take care of business. We've had some pretty good drives. These last couple drives have been good. We just have to keep that up, keep the momentum going, do all these things that helped us get in this position to begin with. I think if we bring Chase Allen over here and streak him, it may take some attention away and free up Sanu on the slant. Yeah, we did, but of course we have no time. Jeffrey Simmons, big number 98. My plan did work. Sanu did get open. I was about to throw it to him on the slant there, but Jeffrey Simmons was just in our grill before we even had time to think. So that will put us in a less than desirable 2nd and 16. Not a good result on that one, guys. But I see Mohamed Sanu. Look at that. Look at that dart. That absolute laser from Cam Newton. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of credit for that because I'm using that pass lead That one wasn't a free-form formation, but I did throw it to the right of Sanu's body, which is about the only place you could have fit that football. So I got to take a little bit of credit for that, but it was still a good pass. And now we should be able to pick this up with Tony Pollard, one would think or hope or pray. If we don't, I am not going to be a happy boy at all. Make me a happy boy, Pollard. He will, just barely. That was close. Pollard now passing the half-century mark. Since Tennessee wants to come hot and heavy with these rushers, let's try to trick them here a little bit. Jet sweep with Bobo Wilson. Bobo has some speed, picking up decent yardage. Okay. All right. I will live with that. I will live with that gain of 11. It's probably Bobo Wilson's first rush of the season, I would have to imagine. 3rd and 5 here. Give me Bobo Wilson. No, that was a bad pass. So, as much as I don't want to do it, we have to punt. If we don't get this with the way that Derrick Henry's been running, we're pretty much guaranteeing the Titans are going to score a touchdown. Please check up. Please check up. Nope. So can we get a freaking body on Derrick Henry? That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for anything crazy. Not going to have to this time because it's going to be a pass to Tannehill. There's Robert Woods shaking and juking. We're missing tackles. We're doing what our defense does best. But I'll tell you what, though, I would much rather see Ryan Tannehill throwing the ball through the air than Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. I will take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
What?
Today's only Saturday.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Shout outs to Saturday, my favorite day of the week probably. I form now. Here's a give to Henry, and we have tons of people in the middle. I guess a 5 yards for Derrick Henry is a win for our defense. I hate to say it, but it is. So we'll go back to our 4-3 look that we ran most of the first half of the season here. Probably going to be another run to Henry, which it will be. Henry has tons of blocks, tons of space. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's picking up the record in this game. We can't stop him to save our life. I despise running backs in this game. Good ones. Absolutely despise them. Derrick Henry's going to set the rushing yard record in this game, guys. I'm just telling you that right now. He is. I mean, he may already have. 298 is the rushing record now. In real life, it's 296 from Adrian Peterson, but in this franchise, it's 298 because Nick Chubb did that to us. Henry already at 259, and we still got a lot of ball game left. I just despise Derrick Henry. I don't know how to stop him. With this team, with this particular team, I do not know how to stop him. Don't know how to stop him. I just can't. Derrick Henry is an unstoppable force. He's a force of nature. The only way that we can stop Derrick Henry is if we resurrect Isaac Newton from the dead and get him to rewrite the laws of physics, because I don't even know if that makes sense, okay? But guess what? That can't happen. And you know what else can't happen? We can't stop Derrick Henry. So there you go. Here's a fun little factoid for you. Derrick Henry's in our division, which means we get to play him 2 times a year, every single year. So that is just, oh man, I love that. But hey, it's only a 10-point game here, guys. By no means are we out of this at all. But we have to pick up points here. It is a must. And we're going to try to do that with Seals-Jones. It was a good catch. It was a good pass, but it was just way too tight of a window. It's PAX burst time. Not going to matter. Or is it? No. Oh, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. You got to be freaking kidding me. Takaris McKinley off of the deflection. Off of the deflection. No, off of his shoulder pad. I just had to go listen to some My Chemical Romance on my Spotify, and then I followed that up with some Simple Plan, and then I followed that up with some Good Charlotte, and now I'm good. I just had to get my emo on there for a minute because I am extremely sad right now and depressed and all the above. But JoJo Natson, you can make me a little bit happier if you pick up a nice gain of 15 there. That is great. All right, so we are 10 yards away from midfield now. 1st and 10, screen still shaking. Tennessee still with all the momentum. But there's Ricky Seals-Jones. No one's guarding him in the middle of the field. You hang on to that ball, Ricky. Don't let me down, brother. I mean, there was just nobody. Ricky Seals-Jones on a little kind of a Texas route there, coming out of the bunch we had there to the right, and nobody was there in the middle of the field. He just had green grass and blue skies for days. So, of course, I'm going to go to him. So now we're way behind the sticks, guys. We're going to have to pick up some good chunk plays here if we want to have any shot for at least a field goal. And nobody's guarding Sanu. Nice adjustment, over the shoulder pass. We're on point with these pass leads today, guys, I gotta say. It was actually in the Cleveland game. As a matter of fact, I remember it was the 4th quarter. We were getting our cheeks clapped. I had my Vaseline and my Tylenol right next to me. I was talking to you guys, and I said, I gotta get better with these free-form completions. I gotta get better with these pass leads. And ever since that game, I feel like we have. So I called a play action here, and I feel like we are going to get sacked back to Kingdom Come if I don't audible out of it. So we are going to audible out of it. Got Collins in the backfield, going to send Chase Allen in motion. Collins out. Running game tough. Running game tough for us in this one. Tough indeed. Haven't been able to do too much on the ground so far. All right, guys, so 31-14 going into the 4th quarter. Not the same vibes as I got for that Kansas City game last week. Kansas City game, we were rolling. This game's been a battle, but it's not over yet. We still got time. We just got to make something happen now. And there's Sanu. Let's set our feet this time. Mohamed Sanu, you get in the end zone, my friend. He couldn't get there. Oh, that was good. Here's the thing. I almost threw that while I was on the run, but I've seen Cam Newton chuck that thing to nobody way too many times. And I just had to set my feet. We had time to do it, and it was a great pass. Mohamed Sanu was able to pick it up. I think that we're going to go back to Mohamed Sanu on a little Y stick here, although he does have Kevin Byard on him, which I don't love. I think he could still win, though. Maybe he will, Mohamed Sanu. Nice. Very nice. So that was good. We needed that. We needed that like the Packers need Aaron Rodgers to come back next season. I know some people will debate that, but not I. We need that like Deshaun Watson needed a good lawyer and an extra massage. Okay, so will we see more of Derrick Henry? Probable. Highly probable. Or will we see some throws from Tannehill? Tannehill really hasn't had to throw it much this game at all because of that glowing red X under Derrick Henry's body. That's what he does. He's going to get it again. And see, we just can't bring him down on first contact. Can't even hit his legs. I tried to do a leg sweep, whatever you call that, a cut stick. I tried to do a cut stick on that, and we still bounced off of him. Tannehill, 3 of 7 for 38 yards, 1 interception. Last time we saw them, he had 4 touchdowns, and he also had over 300 yards. So very different game. Indeed. Tannehill dropping back again, and he has Austin Hooper wide open. Can you fumble? No, he can't. Hoop, hoop, hoop. I hear the chants. Chants from the crowd. Oh, man, that was a killer. Had a chance to get him off the field. Now I think we do run commit, run up the middle. I'll keep Clinton Dix back here just in case. And run committing was a good decision there, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we can't bring Derrick Henry down, and he's 2-3 yards away from setting a new rushing record on us. So imagine being our defense, having the single game rushing record broken twice on you. That would suck. And it does suck. That was a good hit, though, laid out there by Ty Summers. But that was enough to get it. Derrick Henry at 299. He just broke the record. No running back has ever gone over 300 in a single game, and I'm sure that's about to change here in about 2.5 seconds. Oh, yeah. Oh, it sure is. Derrick Henry over 300 yards. Just embarrassing our secondary. Embarrassing our defensive line. Embarrassing me. Embarrassing Cupcake McGee. But the fans here at Nissan Stadium gotta love it. Oh, yeah. 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 It's now or never, guys. We got to pick this up. And we got to also have a lot more happen. There is just... led Bobo Wilson just a little bit too far because we did have him semi-open there, actually. Game's still technically not over. We're down by 3 scores. So it probably is. But there's JoJo Natson, and that is going to be another pick. David Long Jr. picks off Cam Newton for the 3rd time. I don't think it was a bad read. I don't think it was a bad read. I liked JoJo Natson there. I also pass-led him, too. David Long just kind of jumped the route. He was in that soft zone coverage there in the middle of the field. He just kind of jumped the route. It was just a good play. If you give this ball to Henry, I am going to cry on the inside so that people don't see me on camera here. Oh, my God. Did we actually bring him down in the backfield? Wow. Is it possible to... would it count if Derrick Henry broke the rushing record and then somehow we tackled him for loss like 7 straight times and he went back down below 298? That's a good question. That's a good question. Probably, but I don't know the answer to that. 337 yards, guys. What do you even say to that? I don't even think Vaseline can help us there. Robert Woods on the slant. Yay, Robert Woods. You haven't done anything this game. You're putting up points in garbage time. So why don't you just cool your jets there, brother? So if you're new to the channel and just now tuning in for the first time, first of all, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Our defense sucks. So our team sucks. We were a 69 rated overall team when we first started this game, this season, in episode 1. But our defense has been the bane of my existence. Most games, every game for the most part, except for I think 1, we allow over 30 points. Many games, we allow over 40 points. 2 games, we have allowed over 50 points. I am just waiting for the day that we allow over 60. And D.D. Westbrook fumbles it. Somebody was able to jump back on it, but can't do that, D.D. Not now. Kidding me, man? We're trying to score to get back in this game, which we obviously can't do. That would be impossible. But there's Sanu, not a good pass. Interception number 4. That's Caleb Farley. I just tried to go for a home run, guys. Can't be mad at me for that. That's all we could really do. We all know this game is over. It was over after halftime. Crazy to think, as I don't even know what Henry's doing, man. He's just doing the something. I don't know what he's doing. It's like he was doing the lean with it, rock with it, or the Carlton or something. I mean, he's just... I can't stand this virtual man. I hate your pixels, Derrick Henry. I hate your pixels. Cam Newton throwing stuff. Can't say I blame him. So that was a tough one. If you haven't watched the Chiefs game, go back and watch it. I'll put the video at the end of this, the link to the video at the end of this video. That was a much more competitive, much more exciting game. This game was bad, but the crazy thing is, going into halftime, we were up by 4. We had a lot of things going in our favor, and it's just like the second we came out of the locker room, our defense just gave up. Derrick Henry took some steroids. I don't know what happened. So yeah, don't even want to look at Mr. Newton's stats. Definitely don't want to look at Henry's stats, but I'll show them on there for you guys to see. 367 yards, 5 touchdowns, 16 broken tackles. This man had about close to half the amount of broken tackles as we had total yards. He had more broken tackles than Alex Collins had total yards. You know, that was just bad. Mohamed Sanu with a good game. Dede Westbrook with a good game. Both of those fine sirs found the end zone twice. Defensively, we had that one interception from Troy Pride. That was just dandy. But aside from that, Kevin Byard picked us off. Caleb Farley picked us off. Linebackers picked us off. It was just a tough game, and I was just saying before the game that Tennessee's secondary looked to be pretty bad. Their team was pretty bad overall. They were beatable on paper. What is paper? Paper is trees that you cut down from the forest or other woodland-like areas and form into paper. And paper didn't matter. We just balled that paper up and threw it away because the Titans gave us an absolute wrecking. That was a tough one, but it was fun. I always love getting records broken on me, and it's happened twice in roughly 4 weeks. So that's something, I guess. But anyways, off season almost here. We play the Jags, our AFC South. We play the rest of the AFC South. We played Titans today. We play Jags next week. Colts week after that. After that, we're going to be heading into the off season, guys. So it's going to be very interesting. Next episode, I'm going to tell you some rules that I have in place for the off season, because I'm not just going to go out there and, you know, sign the 10 highest free agents because Cupcake McGee is a baller and has money to blow. We're not going to do that. So I got some rules that I'm going to go over with you guys. Keep it fun, exciting, and challenging. But that's all for me. I need to go meditate and do something to clear my head here and recenter my chi. But as always, I appreciate you guys checking me out. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.